sides of the city by fortifications that were substantially rebuilt within the medieval era. Just see up in the sky, beautiful blue sky. Isn't it gorgeous? And York City, by the way, just achieved promotion today, so if you can hear drunken shouts, a very low division, York's been... I'll just spin you around again here, so close your eyes, because I think this is a lovely shot. You just see a little tickle of the minster there? It's a high Petergate. I think this is what people love about York, these kind of narrow alleyways, these little unusual kind of vistas, and this kind of essentially just York. Nowhere else quite like it. But I'm going to take you through the archway. So I'm going to swing you back. Close your eyes. Isn't that a lovely shot? On before, but I sort of thought, you know what, with its Jackie, I've given it a. Let's go to the archway so we can get a sort of sense of this. So thank you, Catherine. That's very generous. That's lovely. Thank you. So the archway here, we're looking up, is actually Norman. So this is the older parts of the construction. So, as I say, the gate's been here in this location for the best part of 2,000 years. This is probably about 1,000 years old, this section you're looking at. The rest of it about 700-800 years old. But as we're passing through, in effect, we're passing through into the Roman fortress town of Iberacum. So behind us, the route's two days' march up to Hadrian's Wall. So Hadrian's Wall was an awful posting for the Romans. It was cold, windy, okay, it rained an awful lot at the Lake District. But more than that, it was because they met fierce resistance from the locals. It's a dangerous posting. Many Romans lost their lives up there. So consequently, after a couple of months up on Hadrian's Wall, when they came back to York, suddenly, or Iberacum as it was known, they were able to access the home comforts. Imported into the city, olive oil, red wine, fresh fruit and vegetables were available. So consequently, it was about R&R for these soldiers on leave from the wall. They were able to get a shave, a massage, a comfortable night's sleep, female company. There was entertainment, circus. Since York was a place of party, a place to kick back after the stresses of being on a military tour. The hole in the wall, absolutely. We'll tell you what, we'll take you through the hole in the wall today, because we haven't done that for a while. The signal does drop just for a moment, so the hole in the wall pub is so named because it's right next to a hole in the wall. And let's take you through there. So, what's lovely about York is the alleyways. You know, I think those that have been my regular tourers will sort of by now recognise. Mark of these otherwise. So in full of now, is it? Can you tap P, Rishi, if that's you? Officially in charge of the music at the Minster. So hope you've got it. Okay, it's a signal. I'm back up, Margaret. I'm back in your life. Yeah. It's just a sort of stone. I'll just go into a beautiful house. I think very elegant. I'm getting 5 out of 5, so I'm not quite sure. But the beauty of coming down here, I'm just going to flip us one more time. Isn't that a wonderful shot? So apologies if the signal was patchy. I'll just keep walking, and hopefully that will improve over time. I'll just spin us back. So antiquity sculptures didn't. I know it's very selfish, you know. And likewise, you know, God is supposed to be able to understand and anticipate everything, but He didn't need to understand the difficulties of photographing buildings of this kind of size and scale. Thank you, Jackie. I've had a look at the building. It's just got its own unique style. I don't think there's anywhere quite like York. I mean, I'm not saying it's the best place. There's loads of fabulous places you can visit, and many of them are on Heygo. But there's nowhere quite like this one. It is beguiling. It charms people. You know, once people have visited York, whether that's this, the place that stays with you. It get inside you, and people want to spend more time here. They want to look, and so I know there's people. Absolutely, a lot of holidays now, and there's people that have done this particular tour on this tour. Some of us, since dying out, a dozen times, and I can't keep our eyes off those. We are charmed with it. We're powerless because we cross what we're about to look at now, the medieval in England. Okay, largest structure, the second largest Gothic cathedral in Europe. Other than just to open our mouths and just look. So Tris has been brilliant. Then you'll know Trist. What's on offer here? Very, very special. Okay, Karen, is that everyone else's experience? Are you getting blue? Because again, I'm getting 5 out of 5. There's always the difficulty from our end, because obviously it doesn't always kind of transcend what you're experiencing to what I'm experiencing. So, okay, so we're looking at the Great West End, the Twin Towers, if you like, that reach up. So what the building style is called the perpendicular. Okay, so perpendicular is all about the upright. It's about height. It's almost like kind of reaching up to heaven. You can almost imagine this, can't you, as a pair of arms, just reaching up with little fingers there, trying to touch, like, you know, David and in Michelangelo, the Sistine Chapel. It's like fingers reaching out, isn't it? The whole thing is about the vertical. It's just kind of awesome in height. It just almost overwhelms us that the closer you get to it, the more you feel that actually is this little chap here, which is thank you, Natalie, a bronze representation of what they call the Minster precinct. So we've got obviously the Minster right in the centre there. And it's a rather kind of nice, isn't it? It's a bit like the drone flights, those the drone flights. So it just does allow us that if you sort of go down almost to kind of street level here,